Hello. Today, I'm going to tell you a little bit from what I've learned how to take care of a Tokay Gecko. Now, I figured that a video would be better than just posting information on my group, Scale and Tails KC. I know it's there and you can look it up all you want, but it's more, I don't know, it's better for me anyways, if I actually see how it's done. And I like watching videos and reading, so most people do. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how to take care of your Tokay Gecko. This is the Tokay's enclosure that I have for him right here. Okay, as you can see, this is what I chose for my enclosure. But as far as housing Tokay geckos, I'm going to read this exactly so that I don't go over anything and miss something. Here we go. Tokay geckos are fully nocturnal, so it is important that their enclosure is kept dark at night so they can be active. A cube-shaped tank that is 2 feet on each side will provide enough space for most Tokay geckos, but some larger ones may require more space as they grow. Be sure to provide plants and shelter for your Tokay to hide in so they can feel safe and do not become stressed. Moss hides work very well for Tokays and can help with shedding. They can climb on walls of their tanks very well, so they do not need any climbing walls. Put at least one shelter on the warm side and one on the cooler side so that the Tokay can maintain its proper temperature while it hides. Water needs to be misted in the tank so the Tokay can lick the water on the plants and on the walls of the tank. You can also provide water bowl if you like. Just be sure to keep it clean. Humidity levels should be 60 to 70%, and the ambient temperature should be 80 to 85. Basking temperature should be 85 to 95. Like most lizards and reptiles, they do eat crickets and mealworms. Are the most common that they eat. Make sure you dust them once every week to 3 weeks, depending on how much you give them, and just help them keep their calcium in the diet. Make sure it has D3 so they can absorb that calcium. Not recommended that you get a Tokay gecko if you haven't had any other gecko before. It's not recommended because the fact that they're the most aggressive gecko there is, and handling your Tokay gecko can stress them out, and it's recommended that you use gloves when handling them for your safety, because they do bite and bark when people try to handle them. So that's recommended, but it's not necessarily a requirement. As you can see, I have the branches. I also put the background up here, which is not necessary, but I did anyway. The water bowl, which needs cleaned out. Just cleaned out yesterday. It's already dirty. So this is the Tokay. We're going to take them out. If you listen carefully, you can hear him bark. There you go. Now, my Tokay Gecko, I mean, yes, when you try to take him out, he does make some noise and try to bite. But once he's out, he's perfectly fine. And this is because I handle him a lot, and some people says it causes stress for them, but I mean it's all kind of depends on how often you do it and how often they get used to it. It's kind of like, I mean, I don't know if you've heard that the enclosures of the animals, if you make it too big for them, then they get stressed out. If you make it too small for them, they can get stressed out. You got to do it just right, and then if you want to expand, you got to do it just right. That's kind of what it is. You guys do it just right. But as you can see, very tame. Because I've worked with this one, and I'm not worried about it biting me. It's bit me before, but it won't bite me. Because I've worked with it for so long now. Another thing that you notice about Tokay geckos is, I don't know if you can see it or not, these little bumps on them. And these little bumps all over them. And they also have orange and blue spots on them. I forget what they're called. Let me the little scales that pop up on here are called their dorsal area, and in their months is what it's called, will be bright orange or red, which are these other spots here that are on them. And if you look at their eyes are like a cat shaped kind of eye, and it is kind of bright over here, so he's going to be closed a little more. But as you can see, when I close the light a little bit, just open it a little bit. That's just like a cat. It'll actually open up his eyes. Let's see if we can. Nope, can't get it. Too dark. Alright. But yeah, those. Look at the feet here. Feet here. As you can see. Let's see if we can get this one better. Excuse me. But now he just wants to get away. Okay. You see his feet. See the little lines on there. It almost look like, let's see if we can get a focus. Nope. Okay. They almost look like little suction cup line things, and they actually work as suction cups. And their feet actually double jointed. They actually go all the way back and all the way forward. You want to look for your Tokay Gecko to see if it's skinny or fat. This one is okay. It's not as fat as I like it to be, but this one was a rescue, and I'm just nursing it back to health and getting it all good to go. But he's doing pretty good. And every now and then, I don't know if you've seen it, he sticks his tongue out. But they kind of look like frogs almost, don't they? But anyways, so that's that. Then how to feed him, how to take care of him, and it is possible to tame him. And what I'm going to do real quick here is, hold on, okay, there we go. Do real quick here is I'm going to give him a little upset, so that we can actually open his mouth and see inside. You can see his teeth and all that. So give me 1 second. There we go. You can see inside his mouth there. Or not. Ow! There we go. He bit me. Okay. Doesn't really hurt. It just kind of shocks you a little bit.